A sunny afternoon on the canals of East London. Not quite as tranquil as it seems. Boaters have gathered to protest the removal of mooring spaces by the Canal and River Trust, a charitable organisation that manages the waterways. But the boaters, known as continuous cruisers, have to move every 2 weeks and rely on these spots to park their mobile homes overnight.
You have to be able to move to the next space and find a mooring, and that has to be manageable in amongst the rest of your life. And if you imagine it like a ladder, if you take away a rung of that ladder, then you've got to reach for the next rung up.
More people have been moving into these cheaper living arrangements on the water to escape London's soaring rents. The population has more than doubled in the last 10 years, driving up competition for the spots. The S-Bend in the River Lee in East London has become a focal point in this dispute. The boating community here feel their way of life is under threat. As the mooring spots are taken away, they feel they're being pushed out of an area they've had access to for over 200 years. But the Canal and River Trust say that as the canals are becoming busier, this is about safe navigation. The spaces in river bends and by bridges are being targeted because the blind spots are considered a risk to leisure sports enthusiasts.
In all walks of life, there are certain rules to follow to keep things safe and fair. The no mooring areas being enforced have never been suitable for mooring, and no experienced boater would expect to be able to moor in a location which puts them or others in danger.
But the boaters say there is enough space on the river for all users and emphasise that sharing is second nature to their community.
It's kind of like walking through a public field. You know, if you were to come to a narrow part of it, someone was coming the other way, you'd sort of say, after you, do that. That's boating for you. But their arguments of not safe aren't valid.
They claim the safety issue is being used by the CRT to push them towards permanent mooring spaces, which are 10 times more expensive. The boat and licensed moorings only make up 20% of the Canal and River Trust income. The back and forth between the boaters and the water authorities reaches no consensus. Polly Thompson, City News International.